So the glazes, I got they just in these bottles, already mixed. So I've shaken them up really well. I've measured the specific gravity with a scale to make sure that they're the right consistency. Since I've never worked with them, I don't know. So I'm looking for a 1.4 or 1.5 specific gravity. And that way I know that they're the right thickness and I can have a starting point. So I always try to be as accurate as possible. For a glaze test, I've poured it now into this graduated cylinder. And I have a little drill with a mixer. And I've already mixed up, so I just kind of give it this quick mix here. And then I've made these test tiles that make it real easy. I can make a bunch of them at once, and they're great for glaze testing. They are stamped with a number here, but since these are kind of, some of them are crystalline glazes, I've never used them before. I did write with an underglaze pencil the number of the test tile. And that way, if this drips over the number, even though I'm not going to add glaze there, I'll still have a record of what this tile was, and I'll show you how this number corresponds to which glaze and how I'm tracking that as well. Right, so this is all mixed up. You want to make sure you're mixing glazes really well. They settle fairly quickly, some of them. So even in the time that I've talked, it's possible that it's settled and there's a layer of water there. Right, and I just do a 4-second dip. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,004, 1,000. And I find just my counting is, as long as I'm consistent, then that's going to give me the results. So it's all about your own personal consistency as well sometimes. Right, and so that is now good to go. I've made these trays because, again, since I don't know if they're going to drip, I got the little trays they can sit on here, and that way they drip, they won't ruin a kiln shelf. So now this is tile number 5, and this is the glaze that it came from. Because they're all, of course, written in Mandarin, I don't really know what they say. And just to make it more fun, I'm not going to try and translate it. I'm going to fire them and see, are they going to match the pictures that I saw on the Taobao site. So what I'm going to do is just write 0, 0, 5 on the bottle label. And I lost the lid. Where did my lid go? Well, I don't have the lid, but then I would also write the number on the lid as well. That way, if I have more than one of these out, I can make sure the lids get put back on the proper place. I don't accidentally contaminate glazes, just in case they're sensitive. And that will be how I've done these. I have this one last one that needs to be mixed up. This one seemed to be the more stubborn one. That this is pretty thick here in the bottom. So it's going to take a little bit of mixing to get that one all finished up. So I got 5 glazes here to be tested. So we'll see what happens. I'll get these all finished, glazed, tested, measured to make sure everything's correct. And we'll come check back later for the results. there you have it. 5 different glazes. I don't know how exactly they're going to turn out. Hopefully similar to the pictures. I'll get these fired up and we'll do a review and see how they come out. And here are the results of our glaze fire. Totally got some unexpected results, like this one, which we'll zoom in on, is like, I didn't buy anything that looks like this. So if you forgot, they should have looked like this. So I think part of why the glazes are so different than what's pictured is, one, they are to be fired a little bit hotter, and my kiln did not get quite as hot, so I need to do a longer hold. And they may or may not have been fired in a gas kiln, I'm not sure. I fired an electric kiln oxidation, so that may also have an effect on them. But let's zoom in and I'll kind of go over them and show you what I got out of each one. All right, so here's one of the first ones. This one's got some pretty interesting surface, crystallized pretty nicely. So while it's not the color that I expected, I kind of do like it. It looks okay. I think maybe firing hotter, seeing what happens. So that's that one. This one came out really cool. I'm really happy with it. You can see that it's got some good crystal growth. I am glad that I put it in this little drip tray because you can see it is a runny glaze. It's a really nice turquoise blue color. So that one, pretty cool. I think that's, you know, one of my favorites, second favorite one of this batch. This one was a complete surprise. I was not expecting this color at all. I don't even know if it is what happened. Yeah, this one's so different. I don't know. I don't know if I like it, but it is what it is. We'll see. Maybe I'll throw it on some other things. Keep testing with it. Maybe I'll layer it, see what happens if you layer it. Then we got this green color. It came out pretty good. It has some crystal growth in it, and it's a spotted, nice, some texture. This probably would be cool layered as well. It is a nice kind of semi-gloss, shiny matte. So pretty happy with this one. And last one is my favorite one. This glaze gave me a lot of trouble with dead panning and trying to get it out of the bottle and mixed up really well, but it actually ended up being my favorite. And partly because this has lots of variation in it. So down here was one dip, and then it seemed like it was kind of thin, so I did a second dip, and that's what this reddish color looks like, which is kind of cool. And then here where I even put a little bit of more glaze, it even turned now kind of like this bluish green color. So I think this one has a lot of potential, and playing with it, it can do probably a lot of things, and probably layering it on top of other glazes could be cool. So I'm interested and excited to see what happens with this one. So this is definitely my favorite of the batch. All right, so there you have it. Whoop, almost forgot that guy. 5 different glazes that I just came across the site on Taobao here in China and thought, hey, what the heck, let's give it a try. I didn't bother translating anything. I just solely picked glazes based on their colors. I did not research temperatures, nothing of that. So this is kind of what you get. So they're kind of interesting, and I'm going to continue exploring. Stay tuned, future videos. I'll probably layer some of these up, do some more tests on them. I have some bowls and things that I've thrown on the wheel that need to be glazed. So we'll kind of see what these do on some other forms besides just test tiles. Hey, thanks for watching my first video of 2021. If you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. All those fun YouTube things. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.